Athletes, the pool is now closed. The warm-up has ended.
Have you ever seen a man not afraid to die? Gave his life for a dream. Born hustler, so the game conceived. A caged beast, but now I'm free. How can you blame me? I was born for this, the game chose me. Ready. My whole clique since '06 was on the bottom, now we running this. Grind hard when the load gets heavy. The money was slow, but now it's steady. You boys is not ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Toll Cross. It is day 3, finals time here at the British Paraswimming International Meet 2016. Are you happy? Are you well? And can you make some noise for me, please? Look at that, a great reception. Thank you very much. Now, continue that noise and continue that great energy as I introduce the man with the knowledge. Our commentator for this evening, please welcome Paul Noble. They love you, Paul, as always, and we have a big, big evening coming up in this pool tonight.
We have, it's Butterfly Day here in Glasgow, and we have to enjoy the women's and the men's 50 and 100 metre butterfly events, all multiple classifications in here. Number of swimmers we saw this morning, qualification standards achieved, records achieved as well. Can we get more tonight? Well, we're about to find out, Dave.
I'm with Craig Nicholson, the Performance Pathway Manager. Now, Craig, what are the key elements of your job?
Yeah, the key elements of my role are about working with each of the home nations, so England, Scotland and Wales, to put a pathway in place that makes sure that there's an easy transition through for the swimmers through into world class and supporting them through that role. In addition to that, it's about making sure that we're bringing the culture of the programme down into that, focusing around responsibility, ownership is the key message that we're trying to get across to the swimmers as they're coming through the programme.
Now, we've seen some strong qualifying times for Rio, but how does this expand into the next 4 years?
Yeah, there's been some really, really good performances, and there's been some podium potential for swimmers who've already posted times that qualify for the Rio. But also we've had some strong performances from other swimmers within the programme, but especially through the home nations, there's been some really strong performances, which is putting us in a good position for the future moving into the next 4-year cycle.
And how are you encouraging them for 2020?
We're just trying to make sure that events like this are giving them the opportunity to see what they can aspire to and seeing some of the podium swimmers swim here, but also seeing what's out there for them.
Thank you so much for chatting to me, Craig.
Cheers.
suddenly like she has to return pressure.
That's really good. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just under 10 minutes away from the first final being in the pool. And Paul, it was great to hear there about the performance pathway for some of these athletes. And it's not just about the here and now, it's about looking forward to 2020 and beyond. But at the same time, it is all about the here and now. The athletes have been delivering so far, and there are more opportunities this evening to achieve those qualifying standard times and get on the road to Rio.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is the most important message for some of these swimmers. They have got to do the qualification standards at this meet if they want to get to the Rio Paralympics. It has to be done here and now. They don't have a second chance to do it. And it's not the goal for everyone, as you said. Some people, as Craig said in his interview there, will be aiming for a little bit further down the line. But it's always good that we are going to have a good representation when it comes to the Paralympic Games. In only a few months' time now, it seems hard to believe that we are almost again at another Paralympic Games.
Incredible. Well, that's all about looking forward. Let's look back for a second and talk about what we've seen so far on days 1 and 2. 17 swimmers already making those qualifying standard times.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much what the selectors would have hoped for. Number of swimmers just stepping up to the mark there and gaining that qualification standard. Very, very successful day one. The breaststrokers really performed, and we had a number of people making those standards. Yesterday in the backstroke, we saw people really digging in. Stephanie Slater, for example, she's been out with injury, came back strongly, dug in, and just sneaked under that qualification time. That's the type of commitment that some of these swimmers are going to have to put in if they want to achieve these really tough standards.
Thank you very much, Paul. We'll have another chat in a minute, but in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we want you to get involved on Twitter using the hashtag BPSIM16. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now just over 5 minutes away, and as always, we are very, very excited about all of the racing that is about to take place. I look into the distance, I can see the officials are in position. They are raring to go, but I've got just one question as I'm looking at you down the barrel of this camera. Are you ready to go? What do you reckon, Paul? Do they sound like they were ready to go? I'm not so sure, but they will be. Okay, let's look forward to tonight's racing. We've already had the qualifiers. We've had some great times. We've had some athletes just outside. They'll certainly have those qualifying standards well within their reaches this evening.
Yeah, we've got the 100 butterfly events to start with. And we've got 3 girls in the centre of the pool, all GB internationalists. They'll be hoping to go a little bit faster to achieve those qualification standards. In the 100, we could have for the men, we could have a real head-to-head between the 2 S10 swimmers, Harazawa and James Hollis. And in the 50s, well, Eleanor Robinson and Susie Rogers both made the qualification standard this morning. They'll be hoping to go faster. And what can the experienced man, Sasha Kindred, do? Already 5 times a Paralympian, going for number 6, and that would be special.
It certainly would. Sasha Kindred going for his 6th Paralympics. That would beat your record of 5, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'll gloss over that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, the swimmers are nearly ready. They are back of house right now. Racing is just minutes away. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pool deck our officials for this evening's session. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our referees, Colin Everson and Susan Coe. Correction, our referees, Tony Ward and Christine Golightly. And the starters, Martin Noble and Kevin Patterson. Officials, you may now be seated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moments away from the butterfly finals here at the British Paraswimming International Meet. Already in this total cross pool, we've witnessed 3 world-class swimmers going faster than anyone has ever gone before. We've had 17 of Britain's best achieve the qualifying standard time, and that first step on the road to the Paralympic dream. We've already crowned 7 champions, and tonight 4 more athletes will leave with gold medals hanging around their necks. The best of the best will go to Rio. It's not just about the future, it is about the here and now. And these swimmers have the chance to represent this country at the Paralympic Games. Tonight, once again, we welcome world-class swimming back to Glasgow, back to Tollcross. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We're going to have to try that again, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? We have 4 finals, 50-meter men's, 50-meter women's butterfly, 100-meter men's and 100-meter women's. 4 more champions will be leaving this pool with their heads held high and the gold medal around their necks. I will ask you one more time, are you ready?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start the action. Please welcome to the pool deck the finalists in the women's 100 meters butterfly. In lane 9 from Gainsborough, Rebecca Franks. In lane 0 from RCT squad, Rebecca Lewis. From Clevedon in lane 8, please welcome Harriet Dickinson. In lane 1, from Wickham, Katie Crowhurst. From Brighouse in lane 7, Aaliyah Bachakola. Please welcome to lane 2, from Warrington, Adele Maguire. Please welcome to lane 6, from Warrington, Coral Farrell. And in lane 3, from Team Luton, Emma Cattle. From Grantham in lane 5, Hayley Milne. In lane 4, from Germany, Neil Labuda. Ladies and gentlemen, the swimmers in the women's 100-meter butterfly final number 1. Here we go then, the women's butterfly final in the pool. And we are underway on finals night number 3 here at Tollcross. The wait is over. And very, very shortly, we are going to have the first times, the first scores, and the first idea who is going to be leaving here with medals around their necks this evening, Paul.
Yeah, of course, it's the same drill as we had in the previous 2 nights of finals. We have a final 1 and a final 2, and the points totals from both of those finals will be added together. And the highest points earners combined in the 2 finals will win the gold, silver, and bronze medals. We'll also have a youth winner to crown, and maybe some of the swimmers in this one may be eyeing the youth title. Well, good start there. It looks like Coral Farrell going well in lane number 6, the Warrington swimmer with that yellow cap, but also going well in lane number 3. It's Emma Cattle. Emma Cattle, of course, no stranger to the big competition. She is an S10 swimmer, and the points that she will register will show you how close she is to the world record for her S10 classification. So here she comes in, a Team Luton swimmer in lane number 3, 122 for Emma Cattle, 462 points. And Coral Farrell in there in 127.90. They're followed home by Hayley Milne there, 127.80. And that 469 point, Dave, looks like that is going to be the highest points total. Again, it's not necessarily the swimmer that touches first that gets closest to the world record for their classification. And on this occasion, it looks like the S8 swimmer from Grantham has got that highest total.
Yes, Emma Cattle just behind her there, 462 after that swim of 122.44. And there we have on the big screen the confirmation of the results. 469 points in first place, 462 in second place. And there is the top 3 then. Hayley Milne, 469. Emma Cattle, 462. Adele Maguire, 406. And those are the scores that will need to be bettered if anyone in final number 2 is going to make the podium in this women's 100-meter butterfly competition.
Yeah, nice improvement from the heats from Hayley Milne there. And that's taken her up to the top spot so far. It's nice to see these improvements. Fast swimming in the morning, faster again in the finals this evening. That is the type of good discipline that we want to see from these swimmers.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for women's 100-meter butterfly final number 2. In lane 9 from City of Cardiff, Bethan Eckley. In lane 8 from Glossop, please welcome Eleanor Bamber. From Shrewsbury in lane 1, Fionn Butler. Please welcome to lane 7 from Orion, Megan Richter. In lane 6 from City of Aberdeen, Tony Shaw. In lane 3, World and European medalist from Romford Town, Amy Maron. And in lane 5 from Wyre Forest, 3-time Paralympian, Claire Cashmore. And in lane 4, a British record holder from Bournemouth College, Alice Ty. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the swimmers in the 100-meter butterfly final 2. Hayley Milne currently top of the tree then, 469 points in the first final. But here we have Paralympians, British record holders and world and European medalists hunting down that score of 469 points.
Yeah, I think that the three in the middle certainly will have their sights set on that target and should be able to achieve it. They will also have sights set on maybe a greater goal, and that is the qualification standard for the GB team for Rio in 2016. Alice Ty has gone out very fast, the British record holder, at a time of 1:07.00, and that standard she has got to achieve is 1:08.36. She's a leg disability, Alice Ty, against the two arm disabilities, Amy Marin and Claire Cashmore on either side of her. But here comes Alice Ty. Let's help her home, folks. It's going to be tough going here for Alice Ty coming into the closing stages. The time she's hoping for is 1:08.36. It's not going to be far away for Alice Ty, but may just slip by. It's 1:10.69 for Alice Ty. Claire Cashmore in second position in 1:12.07, and Amy Marin touches third in 1:13.25. So that is how they hit the wall, Dave, but not necessarily what the final point scores were.
Bethan Eckley touching back there, 1:31.05 for 343 points. Another excellent race. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all of the women's 100-meter butterfly finalists. Finals 1 and 2 as we await confirmation from this race. There we have it. Claire Cashmore, 7.94. Amy Marin, 7.56. And Alice Ty, 7.32. Tony Shaw in fourth place, 623 points. And very shortly, we will have confirmation of the medalists of the first event this evening, the women's 100-meter butterfly final. While we await those, remember, keep your tweets coming in. And there we have it on the board. Your three medalists: bronze, Alice Ty; silver, Amy Marin; and the gold medalist in the women's 100-meter butterfly, Claire Cashmore. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you showed those athletes a great ovation there. Keep that going throughout the night. We have 3 more excellent finals. Congratulations to Claire Cashmore. We'd like to say a big hello to the Young Ambassadors Group from Braveview Academy in Dundee. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I see you there in the front row. And don't forget to keep those tweets coming in. We've heard from Grantham Swim Club, who are absolutely delighted with Hayley's time in the final there. BPSIM 16. We've also heard from Wendy McNeil, but it is nearly time to bring out the next group of athletes, ladies and gentlemen. This time, I would like you all on your feet to do it. You can shout louder and clap harder when you're standing up. So come on, in 3, 2, 1, I'd like everyone to stand up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is nearly time to make some noise for the next group of finalists. So please put your hands together and make some noise for the finalists in the men's 100-meter butterfly. In lane 1 from Winchester, Arthur Morley. In lane 7 from Boston, Connor Boyfield. In lane 2 from City of Newport, Liam Walsh. From Staines in lane 6, Matthew Rishworth. Please welcome to lane 3 from Shrewsbury, Tom Piggott. And in lane 5 from Ealing, Aaron Maddox. And in lane 4, please welcome from City of Peterborough, Jackson Simmons. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the finalists in the men's butterfly final. Final number 1 of 2 in the men's 100-meter butterfly competition. Claire Cashmore was top of the tree in the women's. Who will be joining her on top of the podium in the men's? Plenty of speed, plenty of talent in this opening final. And at the end of this, we will have the benchmark score to beat, moving into final number 2.
Well, we had the tweet in support of Hayley Milne, a big improvement as she progressed from the heats to the final. Can any of these guys in this final number 1 do just that? Well, out fast is Jackson Simmons. Again, a range of classifications here. Jackson Simmons in the center lane there, an S13 swimmer with a visual impairment. On either side of him, Aaron Maddox, an S8 swimmer, swimming just with the use of one arm there. And on the other side, Tom Piggott, an S10 swimmer, minimal disability in lane number 3. But can anyone catch the City of Peterborough man, Jackson Simmons? He is holding on very well indeed. 1:13.10 was his qualification time from the heats, and he's going to be inside that, well inside that, and well done, Jackson Simmons. 1:10.76, an improvement of nearly 3 seconds there for Jackson Simmons. Aaron Maddox, he's improved by a couple of seconds as well. And those two swimmers are the top points earners.
582 points then. That is a great start to this butterfly final. Nearly 3 seconds out of the, inside his personal best, should I say, for Jackson Simmons. And we have confirmation of the results there. Aaron Maddox, 582 points. Jackson Simmons, after a brilliant personal best from City of Peterborough, 455 points. And Liam Walsh from City of Newport on 440 points in 3rd place. And that sets things up nicely, Paul, moving into final number 2.
Yeah, Jackson Simmons, a swimmer with a visual impairment. And Great Britain used to be quite dominant in the visually impaired classes back in the 80s and 90s. It's kind of dropped off a little bit, but now, with the likes of Hannah Russell, with the likes of James and Stephen Clegg, with the likes of Abby Kane coming through, visual impaired swimming has been really on the up now. And could Jackson Simmons, another visually impaired swimmer, can he be the next generation to come through?
We will have to wait and see, but certainly worth keeping an eye on. Ladies and gentlemen, Alicia Drew-Nicky is poolside.
Jackson, congratulations, and I'm very proud because I was also born in Peterborough, so brilliant job.
I tried my hardest and did well.
How do you feel?
Tired, but yeah, I feel good. Good time. Happy.
And how fierce was the competition right then?
It was pretty fierce, but I tried my hardest and fast turns and did well.
What's next for you?
Don't know.
Maybe a rest.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, congratulations, fantastic job, and we're all very proud of you.
Thanks.
Big cheer for Jackson, everyone.
Congratulations, Jackson. A great swim. And Paul, we were talking about the performance pathway earlier, and you mentioning the visually impaired swimmers there coming through once again. How does that tie into what we're working with performance pathway-wise and what Liz was talking about earlier in that poolside interview?
Well, you have to have a pathway for the swimmers to come through. They're not just going to appear by accident. They've got to build their way through the system, and getting youngsters like Jackson Simmons and like other swimmers that are coming through, to get them early, to get them into good habits as they come through the system, it can only be good. They can progress, they can look at the people they're seeing here, the top internationalists at events like this, see what those swimmers do to prepare. It's going to rub off on them, and that's what the world-class pathway is all about, trying to get good habits early, to get good practices in place, and to progress these people right to the top of the tree, because that's where we want them ultimately at Paralympic level.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pool deck the finalists in the men's 100-meter butterfly. In lane 9 from Swim Trafford, Craig McNeil. In lane 0 from Worcester, Matthew Redfern. In lane 8 from Austria, Andreas Onea. And in lane 1 from Helensburgh, John Law. In lane 7 from Hastings, please welcome Callum Pearson. From Germany, in lane 2, Adam Karas. Please welcome to lane 6, a World Championship medalist from Australia, Sean Russo. In lane 3, a British record holder and Paralympic bronze medalist from Edinburgh University, James Clegg. In lane 5, from Beckenham, Kahoru Harazawa. And in lane 4, a British record holder from Loughborough University, James Hollis. Ladies and gentlemen, the swimmers in men's 100-meter butterfly final 2. The second final in the pool then, 582, the score to beat from Aaron Maddox. 2 swimmers in the heats this morning inside that magic minute. James Hollis in lane 4 and Kahoru Harazawa of Beckenham in lane 5. They will be having one firm eye on that 582 points marker. British record holders, Paralympic medalists, World Championship medalists, all coming to the turn right now with everything to swim for.
Oh, great start from Harazawa here. British record holder James Hollis under pressure now. The two S10 swimmers in the centre lane, going for that top spot, going for that qualification standard of 57.84. James Clegg, he strode out to the blocks with purpose. He's going well with the red cap of Edinburgh Uni. But coming into the finish now is Clegg and Harazawa. Hollis and Harazawa together. It's very, very close, and it goes to... It's Hollis who takes it. 59.76, 59.84 for Harazawa. It is really, really tight between these two. 8/100ths of a second. Well, I could hardly see it with the naked eye. It was very, very close indeed between these two. But the touch does go to James Hollis from Loughborough University. Kahura Harazawa in second place, but boy, that was a tight race.
Brilliant racing. The results are on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. James Clegg, 835 points. James Hollis, 822. And just 3 points behind Kahoru Harazawa with 819 points. What a battle between those two S10 swimmers in the men's 100-meter butterfly final. Number 2. We'll be having the medals confirmed on the screens very, very shortly. But Paul, brilliant, brilliant racing. In fact, there are confirmation of the results. James Clegg is the gold medalist, 835 points. James Hollis, 822. Harazawa, 819. But yes, Paul, back to that splendid racing here in this tall cross pool.
Yeah, it was a great battle between the two S10 guys at the front of the field there. Just 8/100ths of a second. I couldn't split them. Hollis came back from a deficit just to get the touch over Harazawa. And James Clegg, top points earner. He also had a good swim. That must be one of his best swims ever. Just 0.3 of a second outside his British record that he set when he won a bronze medal in London 2012. So top standard there for James Clegg, James Hollis and Kahuru Harazawa. But an important touch for James Hollis ahead of his S10 rival there to claim the silver medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the women's 100-meter butterfly. Presenting the medals, please welcome Ewan Cameron, Partnership Manager of Sport Scotland. Bronze medalist, Alice Tighe. Silver medalist, Amy Marin. Gold medalist and women's 100-meter butterfly champion, Claire Cashmore. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for our medalists. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our first medal presentation ceremony of the evening. 3 medalists. Please show your appreciation one more time for Alice Tighe, Amy Marin, and Claire Cashmore. A brilliant butterfly final and great scores to win the medals too, Paul. What a way to start the evening.
It's a very, very good swim from Claire Cashmore there to take that one. She'll be pleased with that. Not her number one event. She qualified in the breaststroke event earlier this week, but a win in the 100 metres butterfly will be a bonus for Claire Cashmore.
And Alicia Drunicki is poolside with the champion, Claire Cashmore.
Claire, you're a gold medalist. Tell me how that feels.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Fly's not really my number one stroke, it's breaststroke, so it's great to be out here today and standing on the top of the podium.
So how tough was that competition?
Yeah, it's always tough. It's British Championships, so you're racing against the best in the country. But great to be up here with those two girls.
You've done amazingly well, so congratulations. Everyone, a big round of applause for Claire.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 finals and 1 presentation ceremony gone. We now know what it's all about. A brilliant swim from Claire Cashmore, and she has the gold medal that swim deserved. Keep your tweets coming in. I can't wait to hear from all of you. Leslie Sharp says, go, go, Ellie and Maisie. And Scottish Swimming still tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. Make sure you follow those guys. But it is nearly time to bring more athletes out. We have 2 events remaining, the women's 50-meter butterfly and the men's 50-meter butterfly. Paul, with just 1 length, there is no margin for error, and these athletes need to be spot on from the moment they leave those starting blocks.
Absolutely. We saw a couple of them a little bit lethargic off the blocks this morning, so let's hope for a good snappy start there and a good time at the end. We did see some fantastic performances though by the 2 swimmers we're about to see in the centre lanes, Eleanor Robinson and Susie Rogers. Just 0.2 of a second separated them. They're both different classifications, and that could be a good head-to-head contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 50-meter butterfly final. In lane 9 from Nova Centurion, Sophie Woodward. In lane 0 from Littlehampton, Georgia Howell. She swam a British record in the heats in lane 8, Megan Short. And in lane 1 from London Disability Swimming Club, please welcome Leah O'Connell. In lane 7 from Northampton, Maisie Summers-Newton. In lane 2 from Hoddesdon, Grace Harvey. From Team Ipswich, in lane 6, Elise Martin Della Torre. And from Spain, in lane 3, Judith Rolo Marichal. In lane 5, a European record holder who swam a qualifying standard in the heats from Beckingham, Susie Rogers. And in lane 4 from Northampton, a British record in the heats also and that qualifying standard. Please welcome Eleanor Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the swimmers in the women's 50 meters butterfly final. Off we go then, the women's 50 butterfly final. We've already had British records qualifying standard times. Plenty of quality this morning. And as we approach the halfway point, how quick can we go in this final?
Well, great swim in the centre there. Eleanor Robinson and Susie Rogers, 4 and 5. Sophie Woodward also went well in lane number 9. But can we see something special from Eleanor Robinson or Susie Rogers? Robinson, British record this morning. Can she go faster? She has gone faster. 36.34 for Robinson. She is headed by Susie Rogers, but that time, 36.34 is a new British record for Eleanor Robinson. Another British record in the day for the swimmer from Northampton. And we should keep an eye. The race is obviously not finished because Sophie Woodward, the S3 swimmer from Nova Centurion, still in the water. This morning she was a record breaker. British record, 127.60. Let's give her a hand in, people. Let's give her a big hand here. See if she can get inside that time of 127.60. It is going to be very close, but Sophie Woodward looking good. 127.84. Oh, goodness, she slipped by 0.2 of a second. But consistent stuff from Sophie Woodward. And almost a double there. 2 British records again in the 50 fly.
Well, just outside of her own British record, but we did have one, ladies and gentlemen, 36.34, 976 points, and a new British record for Eleanor Robinson. Well, I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to say this to you, Paul, but in this pool, magic things happen, and that is another brilliant, brilliant swim when the pressure was on.
Well, you can just see the points total, 976 points, 1,000 points equivalent to the world record. World record stands to Oksana Krul from Ukraine, 36.05, so 0.3 of a second outside the world record, the long-standing world record now. Oksana Krul's dominated this event for many years. She's got a challenge now, though, Eleanor Robinson.
And there she is, top of the tree. The medalists then, Martin Della Torre, 716 in bronze. Susie Rogers, 815 points, enough for the silver. But gold medalist, Eleanor Robinson, and she is poolside with Alicia Drunicki.
Eleanor, a new British record. That must feel pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was really pleased with that swim, and I went faster than this morning, so I can't complain. I'm really happy with that.
And what was going through your head before the race?
Just to swim faster than this morning and do the best I can.
And how are you going to celebrate?
I don't know. I'm going to focus on tomorrow as well and just, I don't know, yeah.
Well, you did an amazing job. Congratulations. Big round of applause for Eleanor, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pool deck the finalists in the men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 9 from Stowe School, William Perry. Swimming in lane 8 from Cockermouth, please welcome Grant Taylor. From Germany, in lane 7, Fabian Brunner. Please welcome to lane 6, from City of Salford, William Holland-Levens. From Spain, please welcome to lane 5, Jose Afonso Dominguez. And in lane 4, from City of Hereford, the 5-time Paralympian, Sasha Kindred. In lane 3, from Portsmouth, please welcome Alexander Goodman. In lane 2, from Ren 96, a European record holder, Andrew Mullen. In lane 1, from Wirral Metro, Matthew Harding. And in lane 0, already a gold medalist in the 50-meter breaststroke in this competition, from Durham City, Lyndon Longhorn. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the swimmers in the men's 50-meter butterfly final. The final swim of the evening and the men's 50-meter butterfly final. Just one length of this pool to make an impression. Lyndon Longhorn already won gold medal, but Andrew Mullen, a European record holder, looking to make amends, and maybe Sasha Kindred in search of his 6th Paralympics as we're over the halfway point.
And Sasha Kindred, it is in lane number 4, the experienced man. It's a very, very tough qualification standard. 31.31 for Sasha Kindred. He's coming in now, and he is outside that, 33.29. And let's watch Andrew Mullen here, 36.60 for Andrew Mullen. Well, 4/100ths outside his own European record, but inside the qualification standard for Andrew Mullen. So well done, Andrew Mullen. Another qualification time achieved for the young man representing Ren 96 right here in the west coast of Scotland. So it was the two main contenders, Dave, Sasha Kindred and Andrew Mullen coming to the fore there. Sasha Kindred, decent time for him. He'll have big events to come later on in these championships. 725 points, and Andrew Mullen 800 points, 36.60, and a qualification standard achieved just 4/100 short of his best ever time.
Another great swim. We have confirmation there, ladies and gentlemen, of the results. Andrew Mullen in first, Sasha Kindred second, Alexander Goodman in third. But once again, inside the qualification time, show your appreciation for Ren 96's Andrew Mullen. So hopefully we'll be able to hear from one of the swimmers very, very shortly. But another great swim from Andrew Mullen, Paul. He'll be absolutely delighted with that to add to what has been a relatively successful week.
Yeah, he might want to forget yesterday's swim that he had in the morning, but certainly two good swims that he has had at this event so far. A great start for Andrew Mullen. That is his trademark. He got off well. And as soon as I saw that, then I thought, yeah, we're in for a special time here. And Andrew Mullen will be pleased with that, I am sure. Very, very close to his best time ever. And he's now on pool deck with Alicia.
Well, congratulations, Andrew. You're inside the qualifying standard. How does that feel? You must be pretty happy with that time.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. I'd have liked to go on slightly quicker, but it was a decent swim. 4/100s off my best time and another qualifying time, so yeah, pleased with that.
And have you got many friends and family here supporting you?
Yeah, I've got my friends up there and my family and stuff, so it's always nice swimming in Glasgow. It's my home pool, so it's always lovely to come here and race.
So everyone give one last cheer for Andrew, local boy.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation ceremony for the men's 100-meter butterfly. Presenting the medals, please welcome British Swimming Board member and Paralympian Graham Edmonds. Bronze medalist Kahoru Harazawa. Silver medalist James Hollis. Youth gold medalist Adam Karas. Gold medalist and men's 100-meter butterfly champion James Clegg. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show our appreciation for our medalists. Well, as the medalists are having their photos taken and going through those formalities, Paul, looking at those scores, that is a really, really competitive competition. Clegg, Hollis and Harazawa, similar times, similar scores, and that has to be great for the team.
Yeah, they all were kind of similar times, as you said. We were hoping it was going to pull them through to good times, and very, very close to the 1 minute mark, all of them. A couple of them just dipping under. We'd hope to be just that slight little bit faster.
Well, lots and lots to look forward to, and we'll certainly be watching out for how they progress. But in the meantime, Alicia Drunicki is poolside.
James, what a race. You're our champion. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I've just come back after a very short retirement, so yeah, no, I can't complain about my swim today.
What an achievement. Did you expect that?
I've been feeling all right for the past month or so in training, so kind of.
And I hear that the talent runs in the family.
Yeah, my little brother's kind of kicking ass this week. We've got a match off on Wednesday. I'm a little bit nervous for that because he might beat me. We'll see.
Well, we'll all be keeping our fingers crossed, won't we? Big cheer for James, everyone. Congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal presentation ceremony for the women's 50-meter butterfly. Presenting the medals, please welcome the National Performance Director for British Paraswimming, Chris Ferber. Bronze medalist, Elise Martin Della Torre. silver medalist Susanna Rogers. Youth gold medalist, and women's 50-meter butterfly champion, Eleanor Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, the women's 50-meter butterfly medalists. Well, 3 more medalists on the podium, and Paul, Eleanor Robinson, not only winning the gold medal, but the youth gold medal as well. Certainly a bright future is in store for her.
Absolutely, and the future for her may not be too far into the future, because she is going to be ranked right at the top when they go to the Rio Paralympic Games. And, well, she is certainly capable of it. We've seen her handle the pressure here at this championships, and that has been a couple of big races she's done today. She's shown she's very much on form, ahead of a more experienced competitor in Susie Rogers, but fantastic talent for the future.
A brilliant swim, and we're about to hear from her now. Eleanor Robinson is poolside with Alicia.
Eleanor, you've got 2 medals around your neck. What an achievement. How does that feel?
I'm just so happy with my times and how I swam and how it felt. And to get medals from it feels really good.
And you got your friends and family here?
Yeah, I have. And they've all supported me in everything I've done. And all my club, like back at home watching. And I just want to thank them as well.
What's your message to all your supporters out there?
Just thank you for helping me get here. And I really appreciate their support.
And we appreciate you. Big cheer for Eleanor, everyone. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Alicia, and lovely words there from Eleanor, Paul. The support really does make a huge difference to these athletes, not just here, but throughout all of these competitions. It's not always as glamorous as this, and anything that you can do to help these athletes along their pathway is greatly, greatly appreciated.
Absolutely, it's good to see the athletes like Andrew Mullen and Eleanor thank their supporters, because they're just so vital to any swimmers. The support and the home program that these swimmers have, it all contributes to making them great competitors on the international stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal presentation ceremony for the men's 50-meter butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the medals, please welcome the National Performance Director for British Paraswimming, Chris Ferber. Bronze medalist, Alexander Goodman. Silver medalist, Sasha Kindred. Youth gold medalist, Fabian Brunier. Gold medalist and men's 50-meter butterfly champion, Andrew Mullen. Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the 50-meter butterfly medalists. So there it is, Paul, our final medal presentation ceremony of the evening. I think we're going to be hearing from the champion soon, but another great evening for Andrew Mullen and putting to bed those ghosts of yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't have the best of days yesterday, but it's a learning experience. Even the most experienced of swimmers have still got, they don't know everything all the time, so it's a good lesson learned by Andrew Mullen there. And of course, Sasha Kindred, well, what can he do when he comes to his favourite event of 200 metres individual medley later on in the week? Fantastic stuff from these two top performers. They've been in the GB team for a couple of years. Let's hope they continue on to Rio and beyond.
It is now time to hear from the champion. Andrew Mullen is on the podium with Alicia Drunicki.
Andrew, what a race. And now you've got the gold medal. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's always great to pick up the gold medal at a big meet like this. Some legends in that field, like racing against Sasha, so it's always a pleasure to pick up the gold medal.
And it was a tight race. What's your message to your fellow competitors?
I don't know, just when it's a tight race like that, you just got to focus on your race plan, focus on what you're doing and race hard.
And you definitely did race hard. It was an amazing race. And a final message to all of your supporters out there. Did you hear the roar of that crowd?
Yeah, it's always nice to race in front of my friends and family, so yeah, thanks guys.
Congratulations, and a last cheer for Andrew, everyone.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Alicia. And thank you to our officials. You may now leave the pool deck.